¿Qué onda, chicos? ¿Cómo están? Yo soy Omar y esto es Triatlón y hoy quiero compartirles que estuve en un curso con Jukendrup, nutricionista científico top. Él atiende todo el team Red Bull, grandes triatletas, grandes ciclistas en el tour, y nos deja para el canal, para todos ustedes, 3 tips. Habla de nutrición, nos habla de hidratación y le dirige unas palabras a las personas con diabetes y que quieran hacer ejercicio en largas distancias.
Yeah, so hydration is obviously very important at that distance. And I would, step number 1, I would measure how much I'm sweating. And you do that by measuring body weight before and after training and doing it many times. And ideally you do it in similar intensities and similar conditions to the race. Once you know that, you can calculate your sweat rate and you know roughly how much you need to drink. And you also need to keep in mind that when you finish, it's okay to be about 2% of your body weight lighter than at the start. And that is just the amount that you would need to drink. Okay, yeah, so in the meals in the days before the race, you have one goal. And that goal is to start with full fuel tanks. And that means carbohydrate is going to be really important. Of course, the days before the race, you're also doing less. You're training less, so there's no need to eat excessive amounts. So in terms of calories, it doesn't need to be much, but there needs to be a focus more on carbohydrate those last 2 days. And then you'll get to the start line with full glycogen stores. Yeah, so people living with diabetes, obviously, they have to be a little bit more careful with their glucose intake, but generally the same rules apply. And quite a few of the athletes that I've worked with, we've also pushed the carbohydrate intake during the activity quite hard. Of course, when you get close to the finish, that's where you need to start more careful with that carbohydrate intake, otherwise it becomes very difficult to regulate it afterwards. But during the exercise, when the muscle is taking up a lot of glucose, it is actually okay to also fuel the muscle with a lot of glucose.
All right, well, Oscar, thank you very much.
Yeah, no, pleasure. Hopefully that helps.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Bueno, pues, Oscar, te agradezco estas 8 largas horas de curso que nos diste, de las cuales rescato. ¡Qué bárbaro! Muchísimas cosas valiosas. Confirmo y reafirmo aquellas que ya sabía yo que teníamos que hacer. Y bueno, es difícil convencerse porque hay que estar ahí. Tablas. La nutrición es sencilla. Eso aprendí con él. Recuerden que esto es Triatlón y que en Triatlón encuentren su ritmo, chicos. Los dejo, váyanse a rodar. Miren. Cuídense.